Hello and welcome to my Empties and Declutter for the month of October. It is a whole bunch of stuff today, so I'm just going to jump right in. So starting to the left, we have Empties. Here's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream, fragrance-free, 16 ounces. Big fan of this. We'll probably buy again when it's warmer. These are just some refillable hand washes. The Method in this is the Sweetwater scent, which is my very favorite for many, many years. And this is the Dr. Woods Almond Castile soap, and I just poured both of these into reusable soap, hand soap jars. And then this one is the Daisy scent, Mrs. Meyer's. This has been a while. I don't remember particularly loving this, but it was fine, I think. This Biossance 100% squalane oil is a great deal. I always buy this when it's on sale, and it's a over 3-ounce bottle, 3.38 fluid ounces, so it lasts forever. I've had this probably like 2 years, which is longer than you should have it. It has a 12-month expiry. And I actually finished this by pouring it into my Beekman bottle. So this is the Beekman product. It is the Milkshake Hyaluronic Acid and Squalane Facial Toner Mist. I finished this up and then I added a little bit more toner in the bottom with the end of that squalane oil, and it's working out well. So I'm going to save this bottle and keep reusing it. And back here we have yet another of my main shampoo that I use, the Sea Essence shampoo from Rocco Method. Here we have another Great Barrier Relief. I have quite a few of these that I need to use up, so I'm trying to use them every day. From Crave, very good stuff. This is the 9 Wishes Perfect Ampule Hydra Serum. This was fine. I think it's just like hyaluronic acid, but it was good. And then this is the Beekman Milk Drops Probiotic Ceramide Serum. This was a deluxe sample from Ulta. Not something that I would probably buy unless it was severely discounted, but it was nice. This does have exfoliating properties, so I wouldn't use it every day. So we've got some makeup up front. Here we have some nails. This is the Impress Manicure. These are the Halloween ones. This one is Wishful Thinking. And this one is Hey Beautiful. And then the one that I have on today is Scaredy Cat. Those aren't quite done yet. This little mini of the Thick Glow Lip Serum in the shade Dahlia. Don't buy these. They're teeny tiny, but sometimes you get them as free samples. Here's the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This is just a mini. The shade is After Midnight. This is probably my favorite mascara of all time. I get a lot of these little ones. This is the I'm From Mugwort mask. I like to get these minis off of iHerb. They're a very good deal. So this is an ounce of product, and I think you can usually get these for like $5. Here is just a sample packet of the color drops from M Cosmetics. So it comes with the shades Rose Milk, Venetian Rose, and Sunset Sky. They're all really pretty, and I have 2 more of these packets to go through, and I have a couple of the actual blushes. This is just a hair clip that has seen better days. This is a very old mini of the Summer Fridays Jet Lag mask. And I think this has been reformulated, so I can't really judge it very well, but it was fine. This I actually really liked. This is the Thirst Class Rich Moisturizer with oatmeal and oat lipid, and this is from Beauty Bay. This is the only product I've ever bought from Beauty Bay. See, I wrote the ingredients at the top. But it is a whopping 3.04 ounces of really super thick, awesome moisturizer. I would recommend this as a great alternative to the Biossance moisturizer because it's pretty expensive. This isn't a dupe, but it's kind of a similar, like a good substitute. And I really quite liked this. The only thing that I would, say is it is a large moisturizer and it's in a, container like this. So I just used it up quickly because of sanitary issues. But yeah, that was really good. I liked it a lot. And even with shipping, it was pretty inexpensive to get it to the US. I'm going to pause a lot because I can't stop coughing. This is the Beauty Pie Triple Hyaluronic Acid Deep Moisture Miracle Cream. This is the second one of these I've gone through. This one was like a free gift with order. I'm not planning on buying these just because it's too light for me. It's nice and hydrating, but just not moisturizing enough for my very dry skin. This is an Old Grove candle. The scent is spiced caramel. It's a 7-ounce candle. It was nice enough. It's kind of lost a lot of its scent. When I first got this, it was really good, and then I bought another one, and I probably shouldn't have because candles lose their scent over time. And then this one's from Frostbeard. This one's Wizard Buttery Drink with notes of butterscotch, caramel, and rum. I have to open this because it smells so good. It really does. It really does smell like buttery, yeah, Wizard Buttery Drink. Just a pen. These flare pens are my favorite. This one ran out. Of course, we have our usual mini planner stickers and some pink masks. Lots and lots of planner stickers, actually. And some of these things are rolling away over here. And then I also just got this from Woot. It's the Intuition Lemon Berry Breeze. And I honestly think I might have reacted to this. It's in my shower right now. And yeah, I don't know about the scent of this one, but the Intuition is my favorite razor of all time. Been buying that for years. Here's some things David used up as I start to come this way. Can't quite decide where to go. There we go. All right. So I gave him the Indie Lee Brightening Cleanser. This is a good one. It smells like strawberries, which is nice. So he used that up, and then he used up this little mini Morocco Method Pine Shell Shampoo. He uses all these little sample ones. Soap berries from, this was a Grove sample, treated tub, soap berry for hair. The scent is relaxing lavender. This is another Grove sample that we just got from Patches Soap Co. So that's in the shower for David. And then we're getting into the declutters over here, and there are lots of them. So first off, we have many things I'm decluttering. These are all like makeup products that are very old and expired, and they just need to go. So I have been a fan of clean beauty for many years, and the reason is many years ago I loved makeup but started developing allergies to a lot of my favorite makeup products, specifically eye makeup. And because of that, I had to find some alternatives. And so for years and years, what I used was loose powder eyeshadows without just, as few ingredients as possible to just ensure that I wouldn't be allergic to things. And so there's a few of these are the few that I've kept for many years, and it's just time for me to part with them. That's very hard because I've had some of these a very long time. The theory is that you will not, that it's not a problem to keep them for years, that they last forever because of the fact that they're loose and they don't have a lot of added things in them. But when I started collecting these, it was back before I started writing expiration dates on my products. I don't know how long I've had some of these, but I think it's time. And I really truly just don't use them, as beautiful as they are. They're just old, and loose powders are very inconvenient to use when compared to the makeup that is available now. So that is why I'm getting rid of these. I'm going to miss them. So this is the Breja blush. The shade is ESPN Highlight. I won't open all of these, but it's very pretty. And I'm a big fan of a lot of these things. Here was another, this one's called Still Pretty. It has waffles on top. This was supposed to be for Stranger Things, which wasn't that long ago. This company kind of went out of business maybe 2 years ago. This one's Regulation Hottie. I feel like I can't open all of these because we will be here forever. Some of the really exciting ones were the Breja glitters. So this one was called Morganite, and it's very pretty. Just super sparkly. I loved the glitters, but I've just found other things. We have Jungle Vibes, that's a green. This one is Betsy Sorbet. It's a really pretty pink that I was quite fond of. This This one's called Fifth Birthday. This is a glitter. I have to show you the glitters because they're really cool. I knew opening these was going to be a terrible idea because I'm going to be like, oh, I should keep that, I should use that, but I don't. I've had them a long time and I don't use them. This was like a little freebie called Fourth Birthday. It's a little taupe. This one is from Silk Naturals and it's called Chrome and it's insane. I've always loved this one. It's just a really nice silver. A lot of pigment. But I have a Beauty Pie shade now that is a really amazing silver. Oh, this just got all over my table, and now my table is silver. But yeah, that's really pretty. Here's another glitter. So beautiful. I really considered keeping the glitters, but I just don't use them. And they're very, you know, they're elderly at this point. Okay, so this one has the date on it, Lychee from spring 2017. Like, it's time. This is from the Nickelodeon. We have The Girls Room. This one was a favorite. I bought several of these. Like, I think this is my backup because the cap is still on. I loved Martian. This is like that original, like, I feel like this is the shade I'm always after, that like taupey duochrome, orangey gray, blue, red. This one's called Crystal Altar. Earth. Most of these are Breesia. Another one from, this is I'm Chill. That was from the Stranger Things. You'll notice the waffle. Some of these, let's see, this is Spirit. Yeah, that was like a cool powder blue. For a long time I've kept these thinking like, oh, I can't be without these colors, but I just don't use them. This is Woogity Woogity Woogity. It's very pretty. I'm Chill. All the Things. That's like a little mini guy. Some of these are like GWPs. This one's Fiendish Florist. It's like a Dexter collection. I liked the Dexter ones quite a bit. And I liked the show Dexter for a long time until it, you know, ended and was terrible. This is Chutzpah from Silk Naturals. Butterfly Blue. This was kind of like a blue shift eyeshadow from Silk Naturals. Premonition. I think that was like a Charmed collection from Breesia. This one's super cool. It's like so pretty. You can see why these things are hard to get rid of. Like, that's like pure, beautiful, gorgeous teal pigment. The shade is Portal Gun. I feel like that definitely had, I don't know though, I think the Breesia didn't have dyes in them, I believe. This is Familiar from Silk Naturals. Infinite Realities from Silk Naturals. Paradise, that spring 2017 collection. Unicorn Farts. That's another pink from Breesia. These are almost all Breesia and Silk Naturals. I think this one's Selfless from Breesia. Here is Whiz Kid from Silk Naturals. That was really pretty pink. A lot of pinks. This is a Honeybee Gardens. This is Angelic. Boo GWP. Here's a Breesia Sunrise Highlighting Powder. Fortune from Silk Naturals. Tidal from Silk Naturals. The Girls Room. We already saw that one. Playful Aura Glow Highlight. I think this might have been like duochrome. But it just looks white in there. Here's Dobby. This is Saved by a Sock. And this is Sweet Herbal Brew. Summer Nights. Another Honeybee Gardens one. Satin Sheets. Back to Breesia. This is Pink Frosting. I loved that one. It's like a cool toned pink. Sweater from Silk Naturals. Bronze. Last Moon GWP from Silk Naturals. Kind of neutral. Bachelor Watson. I like this one a lot. It's very neutral, but it's really pretty. And they're cute. This one is Steady from Silk Naturals. Cranberry Fizz from Brija. This was like kind of a reddish, pinkish color. A lot of sparkle. I mean, most of these have a lot of sparkle. This is Glamour to Go glitter. It's called Spark. It's really pretty. I love these glitters. I think this is like where I developed my always seeking out that ingredient that I can't say called. It's like synthetic flora something. But I really like it, and it doesn't tend to irritate my eyes, which is wonderful. This one's Waterfall Days. It's so pretty. I think I look at a lot of these and I'm like, I want this color in pressed eyeshadow. This one's Never Past Bedtime. It's like neon pink. This one is Allure from Brija. Faceless Woman from Brija. Coconut Water from Brija. Trickery from Silk Naturals. It's pretty like Morphe blue. And here's one more. Nothing Sexy. Oh, this was a good Brija color from their Dexter line. And I believe that is all of them. And I didn't swatch very many, but my hand is quite glittery. Okay, so moving on, because we have lots more things to declutter. I also looked at my nail polish. I don't have a lot of nail polish these days. I used to keep a ton, and it's just, I mean, they go bad in like a year, so it's not really worth keeping around. So a couple of these I'm getting rid of just because they're pretty separated and they're a couple years old. But I don't keep very many now, because I mostly wear like the press-ons. So these are mostly Pacifica. This is Safari Vibes. This very separated brown is Off-Road. I've noticed nail polishes, the browns seem to always go first. They always separate first. This is Immortal from Pacifica. This is Drift from Pacifica. These are their older polishes. They have like a newer formula now that I don't think I actually have tried any. London Tomboy, really pretty teal. See, I buy like all these green grays. This is a Zoya color Harbor. It's really pretty. Another Pacifica. This is Swamp Thing. And then this was from my sister. This is China Glaze in Grinchworthy. That was really pretty too. So now we're getting into a few more things that I am decluttering. So first off, this Rowan Shadow in Disco Eye. This is the Summer Disco. I have the one I really wanted now, which is regular disco, and I like it much better. And this one is just old, so this one has always been pressed pretty hard in the pan, so it just doesn't have the same payoff. And even when I first got it, this was a BoxyCharm find. Even when I first got it, it's just not as vibrant as the regular disco. But that one's expired. This PYT bronzer has seen better days. I dropped some makeup the other day, and this was a casualty, but it's fine. It's expired anyway. This is the shade Bali. It's a new packaging now, so like I could rebuy this if I wanted to at some point. This is another loose. This is from RMS Beauty. It's quite pretty. It's very messy. Yeah, that's plenty vibrant right there. So, this is called Living Glow Face and Body Powder. It was from like a Sephora Favorites kit, maybe last year sometime. I just don't use it. These are little minis I had that have expired from RMS. I used to buy a lot more RMS stuff, and lately I just don't. I've kind of moved on to other things. I had a Kosas phase for a long time, and this year I'm not buying much Kosas, so it all comes and goes, I suppose. But this is the Luminizing Powder. Yeah, let's see. Does it have a shade name? Grand Dame. It is really pretty. And it's really soft. It's a nice highlighter. I like these minis because clearly I didn't use them up. I wouldn't get this shade again. This is the Madeira bronzer, and it's just too dark. It's too dark for my skin tone, so this would be really pretty for deeper skin tones, but definitely too dark for me. I am a very pale bronzer person because it's so easy. Like, I think because I'm so cool toned, a lot of bronzers just look silly on me. Alright, so now we're on to the eyeliners. This is a Seraphine Botanicals Luna Liner. This is about a year old, so it's time for it to go. But it was fine. Even these pen liquid liners, I tend to be like intimidated by, and I never use them. I'm just getting rid of this. This was the Beautinique Beauty. It's the same as the other one I had by the Beauty Crop. That these are kind of painful. This is the Fill and Tame Brow Gel, but like the brush kind of hurt and life's too short. And there's like, I don't know, I think the fibers are separating weird. Also, that color is like way too light for me now that I look at it. Here's the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows, the original ones. I really liked this formula quite a bit, but there's just no point in keeping these around now that they're discontinued, and I've just had them a while. I already threw out the newer ones that I had because they were terrible. This one is Copper Halo, and then this is Supreme. This came in like every kit, and so I'm just like, I'm not into these like super yellowy golds. It's just not a good color for me. I'm running out of places to swatch, but I have these pretty eyeliners. This one is from a Credo kit from last year. This is the Julian Dempsey eyeliner. And it's a really pretty black liner, but where am I going to put this? Unfortunately, it's like nice. It's a really good black, but unfortunately it did irritate my eyes. And I don't know if that's just because it's expiring quickly. This one has a 6-month expiry, but it was irritating my eyes before that. And then these same wall ones were really nice when I got them, but I just have better things now, like with my beauty pie liners and stuff. And I looked at the same site to see when I bought these, and they are about 2 years old, so they need to go. But all of the products on the site were sold out, like every single thing, and I didn't even see these listed, so not sure what's up with that. But this one was Let Me Teal You, and we know I love a teal. It's really pretty. And then the other side is just a black eye. I really liked these quite a bit in their day. This one is Brown Noser. But yeah, I don't even know if I could get these again, so I did like them though. This is Gold Rush. I've been very blown away by the beauty pie liners, so that's mostly what I'm using these days. And then I also have a lot out of the LA Colors Shockwaves. They're really good. This one's Out of the Blue. Oh, that's a pretty shade. And Eggplant Emoji. You can see that one's not quite as good as it used to be. They're getting elderly. This one's Green Thumb. This was a pretty color. I'm really running out of arm real estate here. This other side is white. It's just called Great White. It's white. And then we have, what are you called? Once in a Blue Moon. And then the pink on the other side is Pinkies Up. Barely see it there, but it's there. All right, that was a whole lot of makeup, but there's more. So also here's the Naturium. I have not bought anything from Naturium in like a couple of years, so this has to be really old. BHA liquid exfoliant. I was too scared to try it, and it just kept sitting around, so that's gotta go. This was a Grove hand sanitizer gel in the blood orange scent. It's expired. I would say this is also probably expired. It's just been sitting around too long. Again, I was too scared to use it. The 100% pure vitamin C mask. And the Josie Maran Argan Crystal Energy Cream. and pure argan. This was a gift from my mom. I just couldn't figure out a way to use it because it's not like, it doesn't quite lend itself to being a face product, but it didn't quite work as a lip balm, and it's a little too stiff for hands. I just couldn't figure out like where to fit it into my routine. And then I just have like a few things over here that are gonna go. These were some scented goat milk hand creams. They're an Ulta freebie, NARS free sample, Grove sample, Tula and Fitlow samples. These are just things that are gonna go on my Mercari. And then we get into the palettes that I am decluttering. So this one is a Honeybee Gardens. This is just a refillable palette. So I will pull the shadows out of here. They're just getting old. I really love Drama Bomb right here. And then I'll save the compact. This is the Pacifica Radiance powders. I love these. I've had these for a long time. They have a 2-year shelf life, so I think I'm coming on 3 years here, so they need to go. But I could absolutely see me picking this up again in the future. They are gorgeous, and I love like that they're very subtle, which is good. Like I like a lot of subtle shades, so that works out really nicely. Sometimes I drop things. This video is getting very long. So this is the Mineral Fusion Velvet Eyeshadow Palette. This is a really pretty one, which I'm obsessed with because of these teals, but then it's just like I forget about it. So I'm actually getting rid of this one and going to my backup because this was a holiday thing like 2 years ago, and I got a backup because that's how much I was into these blues. They're very pretty. So I switched to my backup, and this one's gonna go. And that is still available on Amazon, and it is really pretty. This Honeybee Gardens Power of Positivity palette is a really good buy. It's only 20 bucks, and it's good for a year, and it's very pretty, but I've had this one like 2 years, so it needs to go. But these are beautiful colors. It's a really good neutral cool palette. But I would recommend getting rid of it and replacing it after a year because the Honeybee Gardens formula does tend to really expire in a year. But I will say these are some of the least irritating shadows I've had because I just have like the world's most sensitive eyes. So very reliable brand. And then these are all my Beauty Crop palettes, which I like a lot. This one was probably my favorite. This is Stargazing. They're super pretty. Unfortunately, there are press glitters in there, so I used one once and glitter got in my eye, and then I realized why the internet hates press glitter, and I never used them again. But I would honestly get this one again, maybe someday in the future, for all these other beautiful colors. This one's the Stargazing palette. I love that one. It was my favorite. But again, way too many pressed glitters. But the cool thing, I mean, this one's like a little too monochromatic and warm for me. Like they're all like mid-tones. They're all like in the Sage Shade family. So I didn't like this one as much. I love the Mojito because I'm obsessed with teals. So, and luckily there was only one pressed glitter in there to avoid. But yeah, these are beautiful. Pina Colada is really fun if you want a rainbow palette. And actually, I don't think there is a pressed glitter in this one, so that's cool. Yeah, these are good. They're not like the best quality ever, but they're good. And I will say for some of the bright colors you'd probably want, especially like these Pina Colada mattes, you would want a primer. I honestly don't use primer that often anymore because I just have like good eyeshadow. This is the Dawn Gazing palette, which again, like very like one tone kind of like mid-tone range, not really a lot of variety in there. Just like very repetitive, so this isn't one that I'd probably bother buying again, but they are very pretty. And I like what I love about these is that like they don't have any, I haven't had any issues with them irritating my eyes as long as I stay away from the glitters. But those are a couple of years old, so it is time for them to go. So we did a lot of decluttering. And I had a few empties. And this was a very long video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you again soon.